Kill Bill by SZA is a song I'm talking you through in this tutorial. But before I crack on with this video, if you could like and subscribe, that will help me out tremendously. And if you want the full notated sheet music for this song, I'll also leave a link in the description below. So I'm going to go through the verse, the chorus, the second verse, and then the bridge. I'm going to play these sections up to speed first of all, so you can see and hear exactly what's being played, and then I'll break it down with on-screen notation so you know exactly what is going on. So we've got 4 bars rest to start with. We've got slightly swung 16th notes, so you've got to kind of get the feel of this track. Have a listen to verse 1, goes like this. Okay, so we've got 8th notes playing pretty much throughout this. The snare drum is kind of all over the place. We've got obviously the backbeat on the 2 and a 4 for a lot of this, but it does fall in various positions. Let's go through it a bar at a time. The first bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember I said you want to try and swing them 16th notes. So in this case, you want to lay it back, the feel of it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. In this case, we've got the 16th note snare just before beat 3. So if you're struggling to find the feel of this track, you want to leave, I mean, it depends how strong you want it, but I guess just to get you going, just try and leave that snare drum as late or as close to the 3 as possible. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a little bit too swung, but you get the idea. Bar 2 goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Bar 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So very much same as the first bar. Line 2, this is a bit trickier on the kick. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Kick, 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 snare, kick, 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 snare, snare, and again 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Bar 2 goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Bar 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the last line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you may notice on the second snare you've got them tiny little notes. This is a drag, and it's basically where you're just going to bounce your stick. Okay, so if you've not done this before, you want to make sure that your fingers are not holding the stick tightly, because you want the stick to pivot. You want it to move up and down in your hands so that the stick bounces. If your fingers are tight into the palm of your hand, it's not going to bounce. So you may want to practice going buzz with your left, follow it through with a kick and a hi-hat. And obviously the harder you push that tip in, the closer your buzzes are going to be together. Okay, so that bar again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time, 2, 3, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. A little bit tricky that last bit. 4 E and. Last bar again, 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. Let's do the whole section real slow. 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Line 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bar 2 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. Last line, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4, and last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, E and. Then we get to the chorus part of the song. Have a listen. Goes like this. Very similar, we've got a couple of extra bits. The first bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and line 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, E and. So we've got that buzz again. Let's do the second bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, E and. A little bit weird. And the last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1. So this again is a little bit tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1. So you've got that hi-hat, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1. You could bring your left hand up to the hi-hat, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1. It's completely up to you. Last line, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now this is a weird bar because we've got like a displaced snare drum on the and of the 4. Let's do it again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bar 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now we're in to the second verse. Now the second verse has a different feel to the first verse. It's got like a half-time kind of feel going on here. Have a listen to verse 2. Goes like this. So we've got the snare drum on beat 3 for most of this, so it does have a half-time kind of feel. The first bar, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the second bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then the third bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And in the last bar, we've got straight, or 2 16th notes that are played on the bass drum. They're going to be played straight. So we're going to go 1 and 2 E and 3 and drag. Remember that drag? We've got that kind of left hand followed by your right hand on the beat 4. Let's do that bar again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4. Line 2 goes rest, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we've got to leave that kick right to the last minute. So the last line goes 1, 2, 3, 4, E and 1 and 2, snare, 4 and. So you've got to make sure you count here. Let's do these 2 bars again. The very last line, 3 and 4, beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, E and 1 and rest, snare, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 E and 4, 1 and. So again, these last two bars are quite tricky. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and. That now leads us nicely into the bridge, because the next chorus is pretty much exactly the same. So we're going to skip to the bridge. Bridge again uses very similar rhythms. Have a listen to the bridge. Goes like this. So the first bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. So it's a little bit different to that last bit. Let's do it again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and the bar 2 goes 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and bar 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and last bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and line 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is a little bit tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 and right, left, right. Bar 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we've done that already. Last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the last line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it goes into the last chorus and again uses pretty much the grooves we've talked about. The groove really that if you're kind of not familiar or not like smooth or good at reading notation and you can't remember each bar because there's quite a lot going on obviously, just play that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that kind of hip-hoppy kind of funky groove that will get you through it and then gradually build it up bit by bit. Let me know your comments, give me your feedback, let me know what you're listening to, what you want me to cover next time. Thanks for watching, see you then.